was it like just returning for season 2 and just coming back on set now that y'all were familiar with the roles?
Yeah, it's great, man. Like, I think we'll all agree here that, we have a wicked time on set. Like, it was like a family of siblings coming back together. It really is that feeling. And we have such a good laugh on set that very often it doesn't feel like you're going to work. We have such a good time. So yeah, it was brilliant to come back for season 2. It was the height of Toronto summer when we started as well. So it was beautiful weather, and yeah, we got straight back into it. It was brilliant.
And Emmy, specifically for you, with this character, you in your storyline, we get to see a little bit more of intense scenes, and especially with the political movement and Black lives. So, what was that like, just to film that and be in that, especially going from the previous work that you've done with the series?
Yeah, I think, I was nervous, but also, honored to kind of take on and have the opportunity to be a part of the depiction and the representation of the civil rights movement. And I wanted to make sure that that was delicately taken care of and respected and fully understood by everybody involved. But I also was so excited for, the that movement in that time to be on millions and millions of TV screens, like all over the world, because I think now more than ever, in the wake of George Floyd, in the middle of this Black Lives Matter movement, it is just a further depiction that might be the past, but that does not mean that those struggles are over, and that fight is finished, that the work of the civil rights movement continues today and has been ongoing for 400 years in this country. And I think I am so like humbled and honored to be a part of that, and for this to be on this platform. And I think Allison went through a lot in the first season, and this is but I think the challenges of this season specifically are so unique and specific to her and her, just purely because of the color of her skin. And I think shedding light on that to, maybe people around the world that don't really know a lot about the civil rights movement, and I hope it further educates and shines a brighter light on the fact that, that wasn't that long ago. That was our grandparents and our parents' lives, So I think it's important to see the parallels of what is playing out, on the screen, in like representing the civil rights movement, but that's also very parallel to what we're watching on Instagram and on the internet and on the news right now.
I completely agree with you. And with you, Ellen, specifically, not going too much into your character, but what was it like just reading the scripts and coming back with this, not necessarily the same Vanya we've seen, but just working with that new material. So what was that like?
Oh my God, I loved it. It was so fun to approach this character in a different way, to play her happy. She's released a lot of energy, sorry, my dog, at the end of the first season. And now we find her, yes, with a certain lightness and an openness, and to play Vanya falling in love for the first time, and, and falling in love with a woman, and exploring that storyline in the 60s. And, when I was first talking to Steve Blackman about, the season, I was just thrilled, and I had an absolute blast filming it. I feel incredibly lucky.
Well, I have so many more questions, but I got to wrap it up here. I just want to say thank you guys for taking a little bit of time to talk with me. I absolutely love season 2, and you guys were amazing. So thank you again, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, man.